Carbohydrates are a kind of biomolecules which are considered as biomacromolecules. What is macromolecule? Macromolecules are those which have more molecular weight. If molecular weight is more, then they are called as biomacromolecules. Biomicromolecules we completed already, that include inorganic salts, water, and some metabolites, vitamins, like that. And macromolecules, among them this carbohydrates one. Here these are biomacromolecules. What is the main function of these carbohydrates? Are carbohydrates function as chief sources of energy to heterotrophic organisms, especially like human beings or any other organisms. These carbohydrates will be functioning as major or chief sources of energy. Here carbohydrates, mode of nutrition. Here plants will produce food, among them carbohydrate is majorly produced with photosynthesis, and that glucose is converted into some other forms of carbohydrates. That carbohydrates we are taking for our energy. So carbohydrates are major sources of energy. These carbohydrates are majorly involving in energy metabolism. Energy metabolism is majorly done with the help of carbohydrates. Okay. Why they are called as carbohydrates? Why the name is given as carbohydrates? Here the name indicates carbo means carbon, hydro means hydrogen, ate means oxygen. So these carbohydrates are molecules which are made up of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Carbohydrates are molecules which are made up of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen only, majorly. So that's why they are called as carbohydrates. Simply, these carbohydrates, these are hydrates of carbon. That's why they are called as carbohydrates. These are hydrates of carbon. Hydrate means which is made up of hydrogen, oxygen, like OH group. Hydrate means like this. Hydroxyl group is there now. Hydrate, hydroxyl. OH molecules are called as hydrates. The hydrates of carbon are called as carbohydrates. Okay. Here these are majorly functioning as energy sources, and these carbohydrates mainly involve in, where they are involving, they mainly involve in energy metabolism, energy metabolism and structure. Suppose glucose or any other sugar is there that is involving in release of energy. So carbohydrates are considered as involving in energy metabolism. They also involve in structure. How they involve in structure is, in cell we discussed the different parts of the cell, like especially a particular structure that is present in plants and some bacteria and some fungi cells. There is presence of an outer coat, outer structure, protective layer called as a cell wall. Cell wall is present surrounding the plasma membrane. Which materials are present in cell wall? Cell wall is made up of cellulose, pectin, chitin, hemicellulose, like that we discussed. What are that molecules? They are a type of carbohydrate. So cell wall polysaccharides like cellulose, pectin, chitin, they are also carbohydrates only. So carbohydrates are majorly involving in what? Energy metabolism, like release of energy, and it is also involving in structure. Okay, see now, I think it is complete. Then see definition and classification of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are defined as polyhydroxy aldehydes. Polyhydroxy aldehydes or ketones. Polyhydroxy aldehydes are ketones and their derivatives. Polyhydroxy aldehydes are ketones and their derivatives are called carbohydrates. Another definition is also there. What is that definition? Is polyhydroxy aldehydes or ketones and the compounds release them on hydrolysis. Polyhydroxy aldehydes are ketones and the compounds release them on hydrolysis. They are called carbohydrates. Okay. See, I will explain the definition now. Polyhydroxy means which have more hydroxyl group. Which have more hydroxyl groups, and aldehyde or keto group. Take an example, glucose. You may know glucose formula only. C6H12O6 is glucose formula. C6H12O6 is the formula of glucose. If you see the structure of glucose, it has glucose structure is very important, and this biomolecule chapter is very important in chemistry. In chemistry also it is important. Biomolecules chapter in botany, from biomolecules in NEET exams 2 to 3 questions are possible. There also in chemistry also 2 to 3 questions are possible. So totally minimum 5 questions will come. Minimum 5 questions will come from biomolecules in botany and chemistry. That's why the chemical structures I am explaining. See here, this is glucose formula, this is glucose structure. What is this? Glucose. This glucose, see CHO group is there. CHO group is called what? Aldehyde group. Remaining OH, 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 OH. Around 5 hydroxyl groups are there in glucose. More than one hydroxyl group means that we can say polyhydroxy. Polyhydroxy condition means more than one hydroxyl group. That is called what? Carbohydrates. These are called what? Carbohydrate. Polyhydroxy aldehyde compound. Suppose take fructose. Fructose formula also C6H12O6. C6H12O6. Structure of fructose: CH2OH, C double bond O, COHH, CHOH 2 times, CH2OH. This is fructose. See, in this both glucose and fructose, there is presence of many hydroxyl groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are there. More hydroxyl groups are there means it is polyhydroxy compound. Polyhydroxy compound. And in this polyhydroxy compound, glucose has an aldehyde group. Glucose has an aldehyde group. Then fructose has a keto group. Fructose has a keto group. This is polyhydroxy aldehyde group. Functional group present here in glucose is aldehyde. And the functional group present in fructose is ketose. It is polyhydroxy keto compound. It is polyhydroxy aldehyde compound. Okay. So this is a carbohydrate. This is another carbohydrate. See the definition. Polyhydroxy aldehydes are ketones. So this is a carbohydrate, that is a carbohydrate, and their derivatives. Derivatives means, suppose this is one glucose. One glucose combines with many glucoses and forms starch. Starch is made up of number of glucoses. Starch is a polysaccharide that is made up of number of glucoses. So starch is a carbohydrate. Suppose glucose and fructose are joined. When glucose and fructose join, there is formation of another sugar called sucrose. Sucrose is formed. That is a derivative of this polyhydroxy aldehyde or ketone. Cellulose is formed of glucoses. That is also a derivative. So polyhydroxy aldehydes are carbohydrates, polyhydroxy ketones are carbohydrates, and in different combination they combine and form some derivatives. They are also called carbohydrates. That is the definition. Second definition is there. Polyhydroxy aldehydes are ketones and the compounds which release them on hydrolysis. Which release them on hydrolysis means, take an example, starch. Starch is a carbohydrate. When starch is hydrolyzed, on hydrolysis, starch will release the polyhydroxy aldehyde. This will form glucose. This glucose is a polyhydroxy aldehyde. So, when one molecule is hydrolyzed, when one molecule is broken down or hydrolyzed, from that molecule, if there is formation of polyhydroxy or ketones or aldehydes, when one molecule is broken down, from that molecule, if there is formation of polyhydroxy aldehydes or ketones, that molecules we can consider them as carbohydrates. Starch is there. If starch is hydrolyzed, from that there is formation of glucoses. These glucoses are called polyhydroxy aldehydes. So this starch is on hydrolysis, starch is releasing polyhydroxy aldehyde compounds. So starch is called a carbohydrate. Okay? Is it clear now? Yeah, sucrose is also an example. Right. Then, see the classification of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates classification. Classification of carbohydrates. These carbohydrates are majorly divided into 4 classes. carbohydrates are majorly divided into 4 classes. One is monosaccharides, second one is disaccharides, oligosaccharides, polysaccharides. These are 4 different classes of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are divided into 4 major classes, which are monosaccharides, disaccharides, oligosaccharides and polysaccharides. See first one, monosaccharide. What is mono? Mono means one. Mono means one, and saccharide means sugar. Mono means one, saccharide means sugar. That is called what? Monosaccharide. Here, what is saccharide? Saccharide is a keto or aldehyde compound. Simply, carbohydrates are defined as what? Polyhydroxyaldehydes or ketones, and their derivatives are carbohydrates. That is definition given to carbohydrates. Fine. What are that polyhydroxyaldehydes or ketones are there now? That polyhydroxyaldehydes or ketones, we can consider them as monosaccharides. Remaining derivatives are there now. All the derivatives include di, oligo and polysaccharides. Sugar means an aldehyde or a keto compound with hydroxyl groups. With hydroxyl groups and an aldehyde or keto compound is called a monosaccharide or sugar. So that carbohydrates which are made up of only polyhydroxyaldehyde or ketone, they are called as a sugar. As only one sugar is present in this monosaccharide, they are called as monosaccharide. Monosaccharides have one sugar. That's why the name is given as monosaccharide. Here, what is general formula of monosaccharide? General formula of monosaccharide is CnH2ON. CnH2ON or Cn, not 2n. We can write as CnH2nON. The same formula H2nON, like that we can write. Monosaccharides have general formula CnH2ON. If we elaborate this, we can get CnH2nON. This is general formula of monosaccharides. These monosaccharides are again divided into different types. See that? Monosaccharides, they have a carbon number ranging between 3 to 7. Minimum number of carbons in a monosaccharide is 3 and maximum number of carbohydrate is maximum number of carbons in a monosaccharide is 7. Okay? Here based on the number of carbons, these are again divided into different. Based on number of carbons, monosaccharides are again divided into 3 carbons are there, means they are called triose. 4 carbons are there, means they are called tetraose. 5 carbons are there means that monosaccharide is called pentose. 6 carbons are there in hexoses and 7 carbons are there in hexoses. The number of carbons in a monosaccharide is between 3 to 7, and that based on that number, these monosaccharides are again divided into triose, tetrose, pentose, hexose and heptose. And then based on functional group, what is the functional group present in this? This is based on number of carbons. See here, monosaccharides have a keto or aldehyde group. They have a keto group or an aldehyde group. Based on that, this monosaccharide, if aldehyde group present means that sugars are called aldoses. If keto group present, then that monosaccharides are called ketones. If aldehyde functional group is present, then that monosaccharide is called aldose. If keto functional group is there, then that monosaccharide is called ketose. Then see different combinations of this monosaccharides based on number of carbons and number of type of functional group. Based on number of carbons, they are called what? Triose, tetrose, pentose, hexose, heptose. Based on functional group, they are called aldose, ketose. Suppose here monosaccharide is there with 3 carbons means it is called a triose. That triose may have aldehyde group or a keto group. Based on that, serial number, otherwise no need. Number of carbons. In that number of carbons, for that one number of carbon, what is that aldose, what is that ketose? Number of carbons is 3. Then that monosaccharide is called aldotriose. Aldotriose. Example for this aldotriose: glyceraldehyde. Example for aldotriose: glyceraldehyde. Aldoketose. Example: dihydroxyacetone. Structures are not needed here. What is glyceraldehyde? Formula, structure not needed. Just examples enough. 4 carbons are there. Aldotetrose. Example: erythrose. The ketose of the same type is called aldoketose. Example: erythrulose. Five carbons are there. That is called aldopentose. Example: ribose. Sorry, aldo, not keto. Sorry, ketotriose. Ketotetrose. This is ketopentose. Example, ribulose. Ribulose. Board is blurring, maybe wait. Now, yeah, now it is okay. Right. Then 6 carbons are there. 6 carbons are there means that is called as aldohexose. Example, glucose. 6 carbons and keto group is there, then it is called as ketohexose. Example, fructose. Seven carbons are there means that is called aldohexose. Example, glucohexose. Keto group is there means that is called as ketohexose. Example, pseudoheptulose. Yes. These are different types of monosaccharides based on number of carbons and based on type of functional group. Write down that. So, board is a little blurred, sir. Waiting, dust may be there and camera lens. Yeah, check now. Yeah, now it is clear. Yeah, I will repeat one by one. Lighting is there. Yeah. Here lighting is there. Due to that lighting, some glare is there. That is not blurring. It is glaring. See, 3 carbons are there, means it is what? Triose. Write this one also. Already you wrote here. 3 carbons are there means a triose. If that triose has aldehyde group, then it is called aldotriose. Example, glyceraldehyde. If that triose has the keto group, then it is called as ketotriose. Example, dihydroxyacetone. Dihydroxyacetone. Then 4 carbons are there means that is called what? Tetrose. In that tetrose, if aldehyde group is there, then it is called aldotetrose. Example, erythrose. Then keto functional group is there means then it is called ketotetrose. Example, erythrulose. Erythrulose. 5 carbons are there means it is pentose, and that 5 carbon monosaccharide pentose, if aldehyde is there then it is aldopentose. Example, ribose. Example, ribose. If that pentose sugar has the keto group means then it is called as ketopentose. Example, ribulose. 6 carbons are there means that is aldohexose. 6 carbons and aldehyde group. Example, aldohexose. Example glucose. Name aldohexose. Example glucose. Then 6-carbon monosaccharide with the keto functional group is called as ketohexose. Example fructose. Then that only I am saying now. 7-carbon monosaccharide is heptose. If aldehyde group is there, then it is aldohexose. Example glucoheptose. Glucoheptose. If keto group is there with 7 carbons, then it is called ketoheptose. Ketoheptose. Example pseudoheptulose. Pseudoheptulose. SEDO. HEPTULOSE. Pseudoheptulose. Pseudoheptulose. Okay, that is classification of monosaccharides again. Monosaccharides are again divided into different categories based on number of carbons and based on functional group present. Is it complete? Right? Can I erase? Right. Right, then see some properties of sugars, especially monosaccharides. Properties of monosaccharides. Sir, it is blurring. What to do?